On my TikTok, I've only done 3 versus recaps, and at the end of each one, I would have a ranked list of my favorite versus battles from favorite to least favorite. But I've been waiting for somebody to make a comment like this so that I could talk about them a little bit more. So thank you for commenting. So here are my top 5 favorite verses, a little bit more in depth. Disclaimer, this list is definitely based on my personal enjoyment. So I know I'm cheating a little bit, but number 5 is a tie between Bone Thugs versus 666 and Soulja Boy versus Bow Wow. I'm not gonna go too much in depth about both these battles, mostly because I already did that in my recaps, but to sum it all up, I had equally as much fun watching both these battles. But also just a quick aside about the Bone Thugs versus 666 battle that I never got to put into the recap. That was how a hip-hop group versus hip-hop group battle needed to be done, despite the fighting. 2 legendary groups with 2 legendary catalogs with legendary performance energy and chemistry, not only just within their respective groups, but with each other. Everybody talks about the Lox versus Dipset when it really was just Jadakiss bullying Dipset for like 2 hours while Dipset was struggling to keep it together. I digress. Number 4, Earth, Wind & Fire versus the Isley Brothers. You can all talk about Steve Harvey's one-sided hosting during that entire versus, but honestly, it was so entertaining. Because like every time Isley Brothers played a song, Steve Harvey just sat back like, that's a good song. But then when Earth, Wind & Fire played a song, he was just like, man, let me tell you about the time. It was a hell of a night and a hell of a show. Both of them proving that longevity in music is a beautiful thing. My foot was hurting for like a week because a couple songs that were played, I kicked my chair over. Number 3, Brandy versus Monica. Going into Brandy versus Monica, I was already on Team Brandy, as you can see, but it was an amazing night for the culture, an amazing night for R&B because of these 2 icons who have had history in the past coming together in the same room, celebrating each other and showing why they were the it girls of the 90s. Number 2, DMX and Snoop Dogg. Me and my boys were in a PSN voice chat simultaneously watching this versus, and
yo, he's running up the score! You don't know what I stopped this to y'all niggas so what? Yo, he's not even rapping no more, he's just telling me. Yo, Jedi, you sound like you were in the choir. Every dog catcher in the world right now is having the worst day of his life.
The dogs are going crazy right now. What do you mean?
we had a lot of fun. This was one of the battles that I definitely spoke into existence, and I was so happy that DMX finally got his flowers because before this battle, I saw the tweets. People really forgot who DMX was. And number 1, Bounty and Beanie. All I'm gonna say is Versus is what it is now because of that battle. Now, what about my least favorite Versus battles?
A good question for another time.